Another daily roundup of Russian Telegram chatter. Please remember to read the disclaimer in the description, please. These are direct translations from Russian social media. Your like and channel subscription is appreciated. It helps with increasing the reach of the channel. Let's get on with it. On Telegram today, more Russians are beginning to feel the effects of the illegal war in Ukraine being waged by Putin. The situation on the front line of the SVO already concerns every third respondent. Namely, 33% said that their relatives and/or friends are participating or have participated in events on the territory of Ukraine, according to a report by the Institute of Sociology of the Russian Academy of Sciences. 13% of respondents had dead or wounded in their immediate circle, and 8% had relocated persons who did not return to Russia. At the same time, 3% of respondents felt the direct impact of military actions. Still more pain coming for Russians in 2025. How the expenditures of the Russian budget have changed over the year is clear. Expenditures on social policy will be reduced by 1.24 trillion rubles at once, from 7.73 to 6.49 trillion rubles, a decrease of 16% compared to last year. However, total expenditure on defense and protection of internal order will increase by 2.8 trillion and will make up about 40% of the entire budget expenditure. Our friends in the Austrian far right, who helpfully advocate lifting anti-Russian sanctions, win the Austrian elections. The Freedom Party of Austria, FPO, won 29.2% of the vote, beating the ruling Austrian People's Party, OVP, which received 26.3%. The FPO, which had previously been part of coalition governments, won the elections for the first time. The party is usefully known for its criticism of NATO, anti-migrant policies, and calls for lifting sanctions against Russia. Due to the budget deficit and falling revenues from the oil and gas sector, the National Welfare Fund may run out in 2025, Central Bank of the Russian Federation. This means we will be bankrupt as a nation, even though we sit on the largest reserves of fossil fuels in the world. This is what happens when you wage a war against a neighbour who is protected by NATO countries and the European Union, except Hungary and Austria and Switzerland. The government has submitted a draft budget for 2025 to 2027 to the State Duma. The budget will be deficit-ridden for the next 3 to 10 years. Revenues in 2025 will amount to 40.3 trillion rubles, and expenses will amount to 41.5 trillion rubles. The deficit will increase from 0.5% in 2025 to 1.1% in 2027. All going to Putin's plan. He is bankrupting us and squeezing society in front and back door taxes. The illegal taxi market has grown sharply in Russia. Passengers increasingly find drivers directly through Telegram channels, chats and Vkontakte groups, bypassing aggregators and booking services. Such trips are half the price, but do not guarantee safety. Taxi drivers are moving into the grey zone due to high requirements for the self-employed, taxes to the SVO service commissions, and rising costs of services. Experts believe that the problem can be solved by liberalising the requirements for self-employed taxi drivers and changing course in wars abroad. Russian tarologists and sorcerers will massively increase their prices by 100% already in October. This is due to the influx of clients. According to MASH, magic rituals have also become more expensive. For example, chakra cleansing cost 9,500 rubles in early September, and now it costs 15,000. Anticipating a massive increase in Ukrainian attackers on Russia in the winter on October 2nd, all regions of Russia will undergo a large-scale test of public warning systems, the Russian Emergencies Ministry reports. On this day, sirens will sound throughout the country, and television and radio stations will stop broadcasting for a minute, launching a special signal, "Attention everyone." In October, the dollar will rise to 96 rubles, the euro to 107 rubles, and the yuan to 13.7 rubles. Experts interviewed by RBC cite the main reasons for the weakening of the ruble as the government's reduced support for the national currency and low oil prices. This projection is ultra-conservative. Some suggest the dollar exchange will soon bypass 100 and degrade very quickly thereafter, as Putin has depleted the national wealth fund on the war machine and cannot afford to artificially prop the ruble up for much longer. That is all for today, folks. Thank you for watching this video. Please remember to subscribe for free for daily updates and in-depth research, which I publish on Twitter channel under the name of @beefeater_fella. I self-fund my work and subscription costs. If you enjoy my work, please consider supporting my work on Patreon or Buy Me Coffee. Links are provided in the description. Thank you and have a great day.